What is up, Capricorn? Welcome to your general timeless reading. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. So, whoa, lost my voice. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's get into it. Please bear with me with my voice because it has been going in and out a lot lately. Capricorn. Capricorn. Very ethereal feeling. I like it. I like that for you. I feel like mentally you're really exhausted. Let's start with some oracle. I'm in the mood to just like really do some channeled messages today, to just like chill out and allow things to flow. Let's see what we got for Capricorn. Capricorn, they keep showing me dogs. That could represent you actually getting a dog, or it means loyalty. So you might have this undying loyalty to something or someone or even yourself that's being highlighted for you at this time. Ooh, interesting. Bottom of the deck, you have Phoenix. I really like this energy for you. This is surrender to transformation and rebirth. So a lot of transformative energy with you. I like it. I like it. Then you have next level sacral. Nice. So basically, this tells me that you're going through a remaking of self. The sacral chakra rules our soul energy, our creative energy, the parts of us that we really want to build, that we really want to create. I really like this. So you could be starting a business, or you might be investing in things, or even thinking of moving. With Teacher Guide, you're learning lessons on a deep level. Remember to rest. With this really transformative energy, there's a really big call to let yourself integrate what it is you're feeling, you're learning. So maybe you're, especially considering we have all this Pisces energy and we're going into all these, what are they called? We have the new moon in Aries at 0 degrees next month. And so that's the beginning of the zodiac sign at the very first degree, too, no less. So it's a beginning of a whole new wheel, right? So a whole new version of self. I love that you're embodying this energy. I really do. It's really nice. So let's get into this. Let's see what else we have for you. I'm very torn with the decks for you, and that typically happens when somebody's in between energies. I'll be drawn to one that's an old energy, which for you is Manga Tarot. It's like I want to use it, but then as soon as I touch it, I knew it was going to feel yucky. It's the old self. The new self actually feels very Cancer energy because I want to grab the good tarot. Cancer is actually Capricorn's descendant, so it's the opposite of your sign, which makes sense because if you're going through a lot of transformative energy, you're probably, today's a Cancer moon, no less. You're probably integrating a lot of parts of your wounds, your insecurities, your limiting beliefs, things like that. Okay, so let's get into it, Capricorn. And what does Capricorn most need? Okay, you're going through a heart opening, which is really nice. These happen cyclically, right? So you're probably like, oh my gosh, another reader with another heart opening. They happen at different times for different pockets of the collective. So if you're feeling more emotional lately or you're resisting feeling emotional, allow yourself to. Yeah, 5 of Cups in reverse and the 5 of Wands. This is the emotional release of burdens. It's the emotional release of things that really tax on you. And with the Magician there, it's helping you embody your personal power. Hopefully my voice holds up throughout this. With the Magician here, I like this. You're very connected right now, which is really nice. This feels like anger. I'm not gonna lie. This feels like releasing anger. It feels more like it has to do with a betrayal. Yeah, with the sun there, I feel like you're starting to really see the things that are weighing you down, right? It's that like that cup of water theory, right? It's like if you hold a cup of water for 5 seconds, it's really not that heavy. But if you hold it all day, then it gets heavy. This is the same thing with your burdens, right? So it's you realizing if I really want to embody this magician, this version of myself that is in its power and really free and really capable of creating and building, I need to put down this glass of water. I need to put down this hurt, this pain, this betrayal. I need to work through it on my own. Even if you don't get an apology, like you are capable of doing the healing for yourself. And that's kind of the space that this is calling you to, Capricorn. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we have for you. Capricorn. I heard choose wisely. I feel like this is investments, whether it be people or your time or projects. Yeah, Hierophant. So there's a really big commitment coming in for you. Big commitment coming in for you. Bottom of the deck is the messenger of earth, right? So it's a Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so we have this offer coming in that is quite literally a contract that is meant for you. So let's dive a little deeper into this. If you like the way I do this read, you might want to check out Patreon. This is really similar to how I do their reads, like kind of jumping all over, but we dive into it and we keep it moving. I find it flows better that way. So let's look at this Hierophant. Let's see what this contract has to do with. Ooh, Hermit, 4 of Cups, 3 of Cups. Somebody's trying to come in and reconcile, even though you want it with the Ace of Cups between the 4 and the 3. There's a part of you that is really retracting into yourself right now. You're like, I want to hermit away. Because the Hermit in reverse is like, I need to think about this, right? It's not introspection in the spiritual sense of the traditional Hermit upright. In reverse, it's either ghosting or it's like, I'm not sure, I want time to think about it. And that might be why your knee-jerk reaction is to say no, is just because of this sense of uncertainty. So instead of saying no, maybe say, hey, I want some time to ponder this, right? Let's, yeah. So this Knight of Pentacles is the Lovers, the Page of Swords in reverse, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. It's just the unknown. The unknown is what's creating this fear of really staying in this and really committing to this. That's what this feels like. Because the Page of Swords is like either it's lies, a lack of trust in somebody, or it's also this energy of not knowing how to wield the sword, right? How to use it in the instance that you want to. And it's calling for a sense of surrender. So you might even need to really check in with yourself and surrender the false story, right? Because the Ace of Swords upright would be the truth, right? Would be your authentic truth, would be the reality of things. In reverse, it speaks to this energy of, I don't know the reality. I'm not sure if this is true. Like, what am I really telling myself? What's the inner dialogue? So that is what we are working on there. Okay, so let's see what you're releasing with this 5 of Wands and the 5 of Cups. And then we will check out the Magician and keep it moving on to the next section for you. 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups. Let's see what it is you're holding on to here. Well, actually, you're in the midst of releasing it with it. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Nice. With them in reverse, that's the release of this emotional baggage, the heaviness, which I really like. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Ace of Wands. Oh, this is great. So you're getting a second chance at something. Aces in reverse to me are about reconnecting or reconciling something that had fallen away and making it brand new. This is going to be very common at this point in time. We're literally at the end of the zodiac wheel. We're starting the new one this month. And so when this happens, we go through a rebirth in whatever area of our life it's most affecting at that time. So check out Pisces, check out Aries, see what's going on there for you, or even Aquarius, because Saturn's in Aquarius and it's going to go into Pisces on the 7th. Okay. So there's going to be a lot of maturing in that area of your life as well. A lot of change. Let's look at the Magician. This is whatever you, okay. So this is what you're cultivating. I feel like this is like literally your head we're diving into. It doesn't even feel, it feels like your manifestation, but it feels more so like, I know I'm pulling this to me. It's a lot of realization energy. I like this. This is nice. Interesting. Really, yeah. King of Wands. So you're pulling in this masculine energy. This could even be how you see yourself. I feel like this is more so the person that you're calling in you're both in masculine, which is really interesting. I feel that you're the King of Wands, this master manifestor energy, but the person you're calling in is a King of Pentacles. Both in masculine. Makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of like wanting to build, wanting to transform, especially with our oracle cards. 9 of Swords in reverse, 4 of Wands, 6 of Swords. You're calling in this piece to move forward from any faulty foundations. This is really nice because this tells me that you're making the conscious decision not to sit in anxiety, not to sit in fear, not to sit in stress, and you're allowing the foundation to fall away, whatever that foundation is for you. Because there's this hope, there's this inner knowing that the opportunity to encounter this King of Pentacles or to build another foundation, because the 3 is going to lead to another 4 because you progress through the suits. This is you calling in this really stable, this really calm, this really supportive energy into your life. I like this. I like this for you. Let's see what else is going on, Capricorn. Okay, so then we have the Page of Wands. Very playful, very flirty. I heard don't stop. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, then we have the Ace of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Hermit. Okay, I get why Don't Stop came out now. Because it's like, okay, we're flirty, everything's fine, everything's fun, we're really building some really cool stuff. My heart's open, I'm receptive. Oh shit, I'm scared of getting hurt. Five of Swords, right? The Five of Swords is like the betrayal, it's defeat, it's an energy of conflict, and it's like as soon as this conflict hits, you're like, I want to go hermit mode. I want to retreat. Bottom of the deck is the Moon and the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the Nine of Swords in reverse. So with this energy, as you're progressing through this cycle, you're getting to this place of teeter-tottering between the old and the new. So that makes sense is when we got into your energy, it's like, oh my gosh, you're trying to build something, but I don't know if it's like you're not ready. Hello, my dear. I really like this energy for you. With the Moon in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune, it's the conscious awareness that change is happening. And it's almost like you're reassuring yourself, like, I don't need to stress this. With the Nine of Swords in reverse, I don't need to hold on to this. I can really let this go. Underneath that is the Hangman, so that's your new perspective, followed by the Three of Cups in reverse. So, nice. I like it. I like it. I wouldn't worry about that Three of Cups in reverse. I think that's just like a delay because this is a very back and forth energy. Sun and rising, Virgo moon. Gold chain has been stolen or misplaced. Okay. So let's keep going. Let's see what else we got going on here. Virgo moon, that must be interesting. Oh, if you're a Capricorn rising, you've definitely been feeling this Saturn and Aquarius energy though. So let's see. Let's check into this Page of Wands. It's a really I actually want to say difficult. It feels really difficult. It's like someone's like, okay, I can be fun, I can still build, I can be loving, I can be free, and let all this shit fall down. It's almost like getting to a place of knowing that you create your peace in your life. Like you cultivate it. It is your job, it is your responsibility to give your energy to others, right? If you want to, that's your choice. If you don't want to, that's your choice. But you have no one to blame but yourself when you get depleted or exhausted, right? Because it's about boundaries, like energetically, emotionally, mentally, physically, it's boundaries. And I think you're learning how much you need. It feels like a time of really analyzing how much you need for yourself. It's like, okay, well, forget everything around me. What do I need? Like, what do I really need? And that's where this playful, like learning to build, because Capricorn, you like to build things. You like to be the provider. You like to have business. You like to make sure everybody around you is safe. You like legacy. You are the sign of legacy, of 10 of Pentacles, of family and commitments and long-term contracts, loyalty. Like that is Capricorn energy. And so I think you're learning how to really give this back to yourself at this time. With the Ace of Cups here, it really highlights that need to internalize this love that you give to other people. This is a theme in the collective right now, but you're probably feeling it a little bit more than other signs, considering it is like literally the definition of Capricorn energy. Let's see what else we got here. I'll take these two. Yeah, Page of Cups in reverse and the Four of Pentacles. You're starting to really protect your emotional space. So this might mean that you're stepping away from social media more, or you're stepping away from your phone in general and really learning like, okay, these things are not serving my emotional health. Like we're talking to this person or ruminating about this relationship or this fight I had with a parent or a sibling or a friend. It's not helping me. Like today is a new day. It's learning to really silence and transmute those emotions. Because when we just silence them, we're just pushing them down. Learning to transmute them and understand like, okay, it's in the past. I can't change it, but what can I do today? That's the space that this feels like that you're really getting into. It's a lot of self-care. It's a lot of love. I like it. I like it a lot. So let's look what this conflict is. This feels very old. It feels more like fear, like of the sky's going to fall kind of mentality, teeter-tottering between that. So let's see what we got for you, Capricorn. Capricorn. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and Temperance, right? So you're putting in all this work, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do it anymore. I want to go back to what was familiar. It's getting hard. It's getting difficult. Like it's hard to stay diligent with it. Maybe journal about what diligence means to you. Do you perceive diligence in the sense of recently let go of a Pisces? I think that's a Pisces sign. I don't have my glasses on. Was dating for a little over a year, before him been single for 5 years. Yeah. This is really common right now. Like it's so common. I can't tell you how many readings I've done this last week, like personal readings for people where they're either in separation or they're coming back together. And The reason being is because we are at the end of a zodiac, the end of the wheel. So when we get to the end of the wheel, everybody goes through this big rebirth, right? And so in order to integrate all the lessons we've learned throughout the wheel, throughout the year, big shifts happen. And at this particular time, we just had 4 new moons in a row at the first degree in their sign. And now the last one's going to be at 0 degrees. So it's highlighting this brand new energy in the collective and individuals and institutions and society, and everybody is shifting. So that means as I shift, the people that used to be around old me are not going to anymore, and new people are going to be around me, right? And vice versa. If I shift and you shift, we'll probably be together again and evolve. But at the same time, maybe you attract other people. That's why temperance is here. Temperance is here to say, reframe the way you think of diligence and hard work. In society, it's been programmed into us to think that diligence and hard work means working constantly 9 to 5, coming home, having a few hours to give to the people we care about. And then where does the time go for you? Okay. Diligence also means you give that diligence to yourself. You're diligent with your self-care. You're diligent with cultivating peace in your life. You're diligent with your work and pursuing your goals. Because by doing so, you learn when and where it's okay to go hermit mode. Like hermit could be a daily practice of an hour or 2 for yourself. But this kind of hermit feels like, I want to run away. So let's look into it. Let's see what it is. Let's look at the hermit here. 8 of Wands in reverse, Emperor in reverse, and the 9 of Pentacles. I'll just take these 2. Yeah. And then we have the Hangman in reverse. So it's this, I can't control the direction that this is moving in. I'm getting insecure. It's making me fearful. I don't know what's to come. And by this being triggered, that's why you want to run. It's like, it's out of my control because you're so accustomed to being the one building, but you're not the one building right now. You need to allow yourself to receive in this moment, right? Tap into that polarity of yourself, which would be Cancer, which is very feminine, which is very receptive, very loving, very intuitive. And with the 2 of Wands and the Queen of Wands, it's time for you to tap into this very confident feminine energy, right? It's about choosing to say, I can still create, I can still build, I can still manifest, but I can be in this feminine energy that is present. Masculine energy is very forward moving. So you got the emotional side of masculine. You're like, I'm building towards things I love. Now you're learning to say, okay, I've been doing the building. I'm attracting. I'm reaping what I've sown, right? It's stepping into that space. And with the Hangman there, it's the energy of allowing yourself to be suspended in peace. It's like, it's such a horrible thing that this has the rep of the dark night of the soul. Does this look like a dark card to you? Because to me, he's hanging out on a tree, chilling with sunlight and clouds behind him. You know, it's not the dark night of the soul card. It is quite literally surrendering. And surrendering, if you really break down the lesson of surrender that we go through in so many ways, it's just the lesson of presence. You're just learning to be present because that's where you surrender, because you're at peace with what is in front of you. Okay. So let's go to the moon. Let's see what's going on with this moon energy. The Magician and the 2 of Swords. Beautiful. So as you take off this blindfold, as you open up your heart space, as you allow yourself to sit and to be receptive and to really bask in like what is in this moment, right? You get to the place of achieving your personal power, achieving your own inner authority, right? And that's going to be different for everybody. Authority has its connotations as well in society. Break that down. What does that mean to you? What do you want authority to look like, right? Because Capricorn, you are authority. You are a legacy. You are the emperor energy in a sense. To me as a reader, that's how I see Capricorn energy. Very leadership qualities to Capricorn energy. And so authority is typically highlighted when we have major Capricorn placements. So be aware of that. Like, how do you perceive it? And break that down, okay? Break it down. Bottom of the deck, you have Death. I really like this energy, followed by the 10 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. So that heaviness that you've been holding, you're releasing it. You're letting it go. And by doing so, it's allowing you to come to the end of a very difficult cycle that was rooted in emotional imbalance, right? And that emotional imbalance might be because you're going through the lesson of learning to give to yourself right now. That is this realization. The Sun is about enlightenment, sudden realizations, awareness, love, happiness, joy, acceptance. And with the 6 of Wands there, it's leading you to a place of victory. Very nice. I love this. I love this for you so much. So much. Okay. Let's see. Do I want to close out? Yeah, let's close out with an empath oracle card for you, Capricorn. Let's see what we got for you. It is hot in here. So before I go on to the next reading, I'm definitely going to turn my air up. Let's see what we got, Capricorn. Show me what I most need to see for Capricorn. Practice patience. How fitting. Press the pause button. Take a day off from being frustrated with yourself or others. Patience reaps great rewards. I love it. I love it so much. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck for you as well. Tap into your spiritual power. They're both in reverse, which tells me that this is probably going to be something that is challenging for you, but also don't attach to me saying that. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be, right? Keep a positive outlook. Reach out to a power greater than yourself to help solve a dilemma. Stay open to its guidance in your life. This could also mean that you are tapping more into your faith or your spiritual practice in some way, or surrendering more so to whatever your higher power is, okay? And realizing the things that are outside of your control doesn't mean that it's bad, that you cannot control it, okay? Okie dokie, my dear. It doesn't mean it's bad. I'm glad I caught the end of this, even though I'm a Cap Moon. This reading feels fitting. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Lovely, my dears. Well, Capricorn, this is what I have for you. If you want to become certified as a Reiki practitioner, check out my website. I have my class starting April 1st. It is for Reiki 1 and 2. And then Reiki Master Level training is 2 Saturdays after that, located here in North Carolina. If you want your certification online, I do offer them over Zoom. So go ahead, check it out. I'd love to have you. And if you want personal readings or Reiki sessions, you can book it down below. And I do them all in person or remotely. So check it out. And check out Patreon if you want a free 10-minute reading. That's available for select tiers on that platform. I also have bi-weekly Reiki sessions for the collective every other Saturday. So if you check out my website, you will see the date that those sessions occur. I would love to have you there. They're held over Zoom. You can enjoy it from the comfort of your own home. And like, share, subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow and it allows other people to find me. And I would really appreciate it. So I wish you the best. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.